As almost 60,000 people poured into the stadium this morning, there was a spirit of giving in the air. While scalpers were getting more than $100 a ticket, a little boy got to see his first Bengals game absolutely free.
I had a sign up saying I need 2 tickets, and a guy came up and he said, "How many do you need?" I said, 2, and he just stuffed them in my hand. And I said, "What do you want?" He said, "Absolutely nothing, they're yours." I don't even know who he was.
Quarterback Boomer Esiason made another little boy's day by tossing him a football.
I was watching the Bengals warm up, and he came in and he said, "You want a ball?" And I said, "Yeah," and he threw it to me.
Maybe the game is bringing out the best in people, but I tell you what, let's get back to what's really important. The game. Hooday!
Welcome to the Queen City Shites podcast. I'm your host, Ray Summers. Shouts out to my co-host, Maverick Mav, alongside with Fox, man. Tell them what's up, y'all.
What's going on?
Hell yeah,
what's up,
man.
on this Star Wars May the 4th be with you holiday?
Hell yeah. Way to add that, Mav, man. Episode 51, Stripe Print 3. Tris, man. Let's go, man. Let's get it. Lots to get into, man. Lots to get into. That shit funny as hell you said that, though, Mav, because I've been seeing that all over social media today, like hashtag May 4th be with you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful tomorrow for Revenge of the 5th.
Everybody going to be lit. Everybody's going to be drunk.
Man.
Tequila frenzy tomorrow, Maverick tomorrow. We got lots to get into, man. Lots of draft talk. I'm gonna tell y'all off rip, man. People that listen to this, man. Shouts out people that's watching us on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We got a show for y'all today. Lots to get into. Like I said, draft news, QB changes news, fucking Jonah Williams news, Mixon update news, Patrick Mahomes' little brother news, Lamar Jackson contract news. We got lots to get into, y'all. We got a show for y'all today, man. Like I say, please hit that like, share, and subscribe, man. Let's get into it. Now that the NFL draft is complete, man. Any players that y'all wish we would have drafted, bro? Before we get into the shits, the whole list.
Go ahead, man.
I don't know. I'm happy. I'll get into it. I'm happy what we got.
I'm about to say, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with what we got. It is a couple that I was like, man, I wish we could have grabbed him. Joey Porter.
Yeah, the corner.
Other than that, I think that would be the biggest one. But other than that, I'm satisfied, like you said, what we got.
Okay.
I'm not saying this affected that pick.
Go ahead.
But there's a lot of bad blood between our franchise and his dad.
You already know.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So, just saying.
Yeah.
I think honestly, man, like that was like a beautiful. I don't really fuck the Steelers like that, but it's just a beautiful thing that like it's like a family, like Joey and like his whole family went to the Steelers. So it's just like that was a weird thing to see, but it was cool to see at the same time.
Hey, it worked out for them. I can't wait to see him get burned twice a year.
Oh yeah, I know. We're gonna get into that too because we got somebody that dusted his ass. But
so if we would have picked him, do you think he would have not played for us?
Oh, he would have played.
He would have still played.
Yeah, he's gonna pull no Eli Manning.
He ain't gonna pull nothing like that.
Yeah, he gonna pull no Eli.
That's a way for him to talk smack with his dad. You kidding me?
Thanks. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'll say like the only person that I wish we would have got was a tight end because there was 2 opportunities we could have got, and it was a guy that Mav liked, the guy from Georgia, and then the guy that I personally like was Michael Mayer. I like Michael Mayer from Notre Dame.
Right.
What was the guy's name for Georgia, by the way? I want to.
Darnell Washington.
Darnell Washington, thank you. Yeah, the tight end from out of Georgia.
Yeah, I'll get into it.
Yeah, both of those pieces was there, but I mean they passed on them. I mean, respectfully, respectfully passed on them. But other than that, I think that was like the only ones. But I do agree with the Joey Porter one. But I mean, we're stacked at the corner section. But yeah, those are like the only ones though. I wasn't sure if you guys had any other particular players that y'all wish we would have got. But if everybody's satisfied, because I gave you Fox my shit. I was like, Me and Mav get you the Marvin Lewis language.
I'll dive into it once you get there.
Yeah, I'm about to say we get you the Marvin Lewis language.
He ready.
Yo, before we get to the shit.
That's what I want to do. I want to hear everybody's Marvin Lewis forecast.
Yeah. Because I was like, let's let y'all know. Monday morning after the draft, run the Fox. I'm like, yo, he's like, y'all satisfied with the draft? I was like, I would say partly sunny. I was like, I liked it. Like, and Mav said the same thing. And then the Fox was like, man, partly cloudy for me. I was like, oh shit. So here we go. We're gonna get right to the shit. So the reaction to the 8 draft pick.
I'll just say, so Fox is partly cloudy.
Yeah.
You're partly sunny.
Partly
yes.
cloudy with a chance of rain.
Well, I'm so glad with all this precipitation that you guys got. I'm mostly sunny.
Mostly
By all
sunny.
means, go on into it.
Let's go. Reaction to the 8 draft picks. Start with number 1. Mr. Murphy out of Clemson, man, defensive end. How y'all feel about this one?
I think that was an iffy pick. I really didn't hear much about him. I know that he's an edge rusher and he came from Clemson, so I'm guessing he's got a lot of speed, playing down there, ACC. But as far as, we got Hendrickson, we got Hubbard. I mean, I know it's going to be a rotational type of piece, but I'm like, is he really going to get an opportunity to showcase what he has? I have no idea.
Okay.
That's kind of where I was like, that's your first pick?
That's who you grabbing?
I guess, like, who's making the calls here? You know what I mean? Like,
I hear you, bro. I mean, personally, for me, like, before I handed the map, like, I loved it, like, because he's aggressive edge rusher, man. Like, and you gotta think about it, bro. In that AFC Championship game, we had no licks on Pat Mahomes, bro. And I feel like him added to the mix, it kind of gives rest to either or, whether it's Hendrickson or Hubbard. And yo, just to see him and Joseph Asai coming in, you can't beat that shit. I love the pick. I love the pick. I think it'll long-term wise, it'll pay off. It'll definitely pay off long-term wise. I loved it, man. I'll give that pick for me. I'm giving that one an A-.
Get that an A-?
Yeah, I'm getting an A-, yo. I love the pick. I loved it. I understood it completely. And if we're talking contracts, I think it's either Hendrickson or Hubbard. I think one of their contracts is going to be, that's going to be questionable as well. So it's kind of smart to go with this route, man. Go ahead, man.
I think it was an outstanding pick.
Go ahead.
He has a high motor, and in my opinion, you're looking at Carlos Dunlap 2.0.
Yep.
He was someone who's supposed to be, was a top 20 selection, if not top 15, and fell into their lap at 28. You're looking at what's going to be the replacement for Hendrickson. Hendrickson is going into the final year of his contract. All the money's going to the offensive side of the ball. He has a high motor. He's just got to get some, finish getting some things put together, and basically the same thing they said about Carlos Dunlap in some sense. So to me, it made, like I said, just perfect sense. I did want, the tight end, Michael Mayer, along with you. But when you really look at the past, we'll go 10 years. How many tight ends have really done anything with our offense? How much have we actually utilized a tight end? The last tight end that had a real good season, Tyler Eifert in 2015. And I think he had 13 touchdowns. 11 of those, or 11 or 12 of those was in the red zone. Other than that, we hardly use tight ends. Last year, Joe Burrow threw 594 passes. How many of those passes went to tight ends? 92, which is 15.5%. We don't use tight ends. We mainly use them for blocking. With the trio of wide receivers that we have, this kind of explains why the route they've been going of finding tight ends that have the talent that for whatever reason nobody else is signing. We bring them on in.
At the same time, though, I totally agree with that shit, like 1,000%. But it needs to be nice because I don't want it to come to a point to where that position will become important at some point to where to add to the offensive weapons if people aren't open or injuries. I'm not saying I don't want to jinx nobody, but just if it came to happen, it'd be nice to have somebody to insert into the rotation. I mean, we'll see what Irv Smith is like when the season gets going. But having Michael Mayer, if we would have had him, I think it would have brought some type of new life. Having a young guy back there, with his agility and speed, not even his speed, but just his catching ability, has been real consistent. But I mean, it's all good. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, win some, you lose some. But we try to get too much off topic. But yeah, but Myles Murphy, bro, like dude had 17.5 sacks across 3 years at Clemson, bro. Earned first team All ACC honors this past season. That's it, bro. Y'all, it was like a no brainer, to be honest with you. It was definitely
an NFL comparison that I saw him have. Actually, it was earlier today. Was
Mm-hmm.
Jason Pierre-Paul. Last time I checked, he had a pretty damn good, solid career.
So
I'll take that.
Yep, got to take it, man. And he's probably the first DL select in the first round since Justin Smith of 01. Yep.
And we all know how that turned out.
Hell yeah. Those I don't know.
Never have too many pass rushers.
Facts. You can't. I'm glad you said that too, man. It's like you can't have too many bullets in the chamber, bro. Like you gotta have this type of you gotta have depth at this position. You have to, especially when it gets later in the season.
You look at the top 3-4 teams in the AFC. They all have one thing in common. They all selected an edge rusher. Yep. They all selected a receiver.
Facts. I'm with you, man. Anything else to add to this guy before we move on to the next pick? Nope. I do believe he'd be way better than Carlos Dunlap, though. Just give it time. Yeah, I think he will be. Man. Like Dunlap was dope. Just towards the end, he was just on some weird shit.
Like I said, a lot of this draft makes sense when you look at the list of free agents next year.
Exactly.
This is going to enjoy this season. It's going to be a vastly different team next season.
Mm-hmm. All right, the next pick, Turner the third, man. DJ Turner third out of Michigan, cornerback. How y'all feeling about this one?
I like that one.
I was excited with that, reuniting him back with his teammate with Dax Hill.
Yeah, you pointed that out. I was like, I cannot disagree with you at all with that one.
Even though he came from Michigan, I'm not really a fan of that. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Hey, Bengals have had a good history with Michigan cornerbacks.
Lately,
I'm an Ohio State guy, and I'm flat out saying it.
No, I'm with you, man. It's like I get it. It's like the secondary is gonna be young, but they're gonna be fast as shit. This is the secondary we're gonna have, bro. And that's exactly what we need. Like again, you gotta think about it. We just witnessed Lamar just resigned. The AFC itself is stacked, like AFC itself. So it's like you're gonna need this depth at these positions, the D line and the corners and the secondary strong safeties included. But I definitely like this pick. I definitely like it, and I agree with Mav. Reuniting with Dax Hill. Oh yeah, it's gonna be something special. Definitely gonna be something special. Anything to add to this guy?
Pretty solid.
I'll say this. The highlights, I know it's just a highlight tape, but his recovery speed ability, I don't know what game it was. He got outburnt, but he caught up to the motherfucker, hawked him, got him down right at the 3-yard line, bro. Hustled. So you can't, like I said, his comeback speed is terrific, bro. So yeah, man.
Only knock on him is somewhat is his height, but he's got plenty of fight in him to contest every pass.
He's aggressive as hell, yeah. Definitely a ball hawk.
Right.
But what you guys say? You got nothing else to add to old boy?
Oh, I can't wait later to see how you pronounce his name.
The names in the draft itself. You might say the names in the draft itself was wild. Yeah. But all right, the third pick that we got, Mr. Battle, safety out of Alabama. This pick, I totally understood this pick.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely totally understood this. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Yes, we did get Nick Scott from the Rams, but to me, y'all, those empty positions that Jesse Bates and Von Bell was in, it's an open tryout, open opportunity tryout to shine. Yeah, who knows if Nick Scott will come out, and who knows Battle come out. There's a bunch of names that that's going for the positions, but it's definitely going to be a battle. And dudes is definitely legit. To me, that was a steal.
Come from Alabama, right?
Yeah. To me, that was a steal, bro. And especially you got to think about it. And I'll take a page out of Matt's book. you know how much, bro, like, if we're going with the rookie contract, you know how much, like, time you get with, with these pieces right here while you're, like, setting up, everybody else is, like Mike Mav was saying with the offense. It's just beautiful that in the way they handled this draft, like, selecting, like, defensive pieces right off the bat, the first 3 picks, it shows you they have a plan, like, especially to update the depth of the defensive roster and to make them more aggressive, more faster, more, all the positive shit, man. But with this pick, bro, this one was a steal. I couldn't believe I forgot all about the dude. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I forgot all about him. And when they picked him up, and I was like, we got him?
He's a 2-time first-team All-SEC.
Go ahead,
he was
man.
Pro Football Focused, highest graded safety in coverage, 92.9 since 2020. 2-time AP third-team All-American. How he fell that far into the draft, I will not understand, but I see exactly why they got him.
Can't be mad, man. It's a beautiful pick. Perfect Von Bell replacement in my eyes. Like, that's just me. But we got to see how it plays out. So anybody else to add to this, man?
He was good. Cool.
But the crazy thing is, like, cause I forgot another person. So the hybrids, Dax Hill, Nick Scott, Battle, and Tyson Anderson.
Every one of them are versatile players.
Hell yeah, bro. You couldn't ask for more than that, bro. You can't,
the way
man.
Lou Anarumo gets creative and keeps, this, that, and the other. Same thing back with Miles Murphy. He can plug and play in different spots as well. So all these guys complement this defense very well.
Yep. All of them played strong safety, and
they all played championship caliber football too in college. So they're used to winning.
And the best part about this, this gives the opportunity, looking at like the roster of the secondary, Mike Hilton's going to be the voice of that defense back there, or the far secondary. He's going to be basically the voice. Like I expect him to be the voice because he got the leadership and experience. So I expect him to be the voice back there. But we're going to see how that shit turned out. And also, he was the highest graded safety since 2020. So it's just like you can't miss this, bro.
Can't beat that.
That shit was a steal. So I can't wait to see him in stripes in action. Anything to add to this guy? Let's go forward, man. Who else we got? Looking on this list. Yikes.
Charlie.
Oh, here we go.
Brown.
Charlie Brown.
I'm sorry, Charlie Jones.
Charlie Jones.
I had a mixture of 2 names together because I'm excited about both these guys.
Y'all like the Charlie Brown? Charlie Brown.
Charlie Jones. See,
Charlie Jones, bro.
Me.
My bad.
It wasn't just me.
You like the Charlie Brown?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Charlie Jones, man. What y'all like about Charlie Jones? Let's go.
By all means, Fox, go ahead.
Charlie Brown. God dang.
Hey, here we go. Keep it going, Peanuts gang.
Everybody's gonna be saying it.
Charlie Jones. He was what he came from Purdue.
Boilermaker.
Got a little speed on him.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he the one that was burning?
Your boy.
Go ahead, yeah.
Come on.
He's the one that was burning Joey Porter. So.
Don't be scared, Fox.
Yes, sir. 12 catches, 153 yards, 1 touchdown on 14 targets. Let's go.
I can't even tell you who threw him the ball. You know what I mean? But that was definitely a good pickup.
I'll tell you who caught it.
I feel like I love the pick. He's definitely going to be, I'll say, be the open trial for I'll say the wide receiver number 4 spot with Irwin and
the Trents are in trouble.
Yeah, definitely.
Irwin and Irvin.
Irwin, Irwin Taylor
Trent and Trent Taylor.
Taylor and the guy with the goofy name that we're going to get into in a minute. But yeah, that's definitely going to be. That's definitely going to be a battle. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's not going to be a battle because dude. He's like, I can't even I'm trying to compare him to somebody that we've seen.
An NFL comparison that I actually heard someone mention, and when you kind of look at it, it really does actually make sense. Cooper Kupp.
Really?
Yeah.
They placed that. Damn.
And then this goes further in the rabbit hole, man, because you got to think about it. Let's say he turns into potential, let's say like 3 years, 2 years, or maybe out the gate, but let's say 2 years, he turns into like, potential being the Cooper Kupp.
Right.
Tyler Boyd's contract is coming. Tyler Boyd's contract is coming up, bro.
This is Tyler Boyd's last year as a bank. This guy here is going to be our number 3 receiver.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's something. That's why I wasn't mad at the pick because
it'll become his spot.
Yeah, eventually, if Tyler Boyd doesn't, if he doesn't take the cut or whatever pay cut, whatever it is, or if he end up leaving, this is going to be the guy that's going to fill this position. And I wouldn't be mad at it because he looks like he's NFL ready. But I'll give it time. I definitely give it time.
Are we sure that T. Higgins is going to be there?
I believe he will.
I guarantee you T. Higgins is going to be there. The reason I say that is now he put out a tweet or whatever you want to call it to Isaiah Simmons from Arizona because they declined his 5th-year option, trying to recruit him to come to Cincinnati after this season is over because his mom is from Cincinnati. I don't remember quote for quote exactly what the tweet said, but when you look at that, you're going, why is he recruiting people? Well, that just shows you this is the final year of his contract. He already plans on not going nowhere. So that just told you he's resigning. That's what I get from it. So Higgins isn't going nowhere. He's definitely going to be staying.
Yeah, he's going to be staying. I see Higgins being here a long time. Him and Chase staying. It's just the
Charlie Jones will be our number 3 quarterback once Boyd's time is done.
Dang.
Wide receiver.
What did I say?
Quarterback.
My bad.
It's all good. I know what you meant. We excited today, man. We excited. We finally got the group. Anything else to add to the guy? Mr. Jones. All right. Next one. I like this one. I do like this one. Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown out of Illinois, running back. I like this one. I like this one a lot. If you all
haven't heard the story that him and his brother have gone through, you really need to look into it.
Really?
They had an extremely hard and long road to get to this point. These are stories are why I love watching the draft.
Fill everybody in, bro. Or if you can cliff note it.
I mean, kind of like long story short, from every little aspect that I can actually remember. They went through like 20 different homes.
Yep.
They lost their dad at a young age. The mom kind of had a downward spiral with stuff and that and the other, and then trying to get into schools and things of that nature, and then transfers. And they went through a whole hell of a lot to make it to this point.
Long story short, the dude is hungry. Yeah. Hungry for an opportunity, hungry to show his talent and skills, and he got the potential to be going for the I'll say definitely could be like the RB2, possibly. Yeah. And I think the way I'm looking at this is the way I'm looking at it since Piron's gone, and then basically what's his name?
Trevion Williams.
So it'd be Trevion Williams, Chris Evans, and this guy going basically battling for the RB2.
Okay.
They will be, but Williams' contract is also up at the end of this season. This is basically going to become Brown's spot.
Pretty much. But
it'll be a battle in camp, but I think Brown's going to ultimately own it. Because if Williams hasn't been able to so far, I don't see it happening now either.
Bro, he got running style like Le'Veon Bell type. Like he's very patient. As soon as he sees the holes, explodes. Like no weird way. Just everybody follow me on Football Talk. But I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Let's stick at the football. But yeah, he has a potential to be the RB2. I definitely see it. He could catch great out the backfield, like just similar to like we've seen Gio Bernard want to get into later, kind of similar to that. Like he's it's a major piece. I'm giving this one. My bad, y'all. I'm giving this one definitely I'll give it a B+ on this one. I do like it. I like it a lot. So we'll have to see how this shit turns out. Anything else to add to this guy?
I'm just looking forward to seeing him run.
It's almost
of course, we'll get into it later because of the Mixon conversation. But the other part with Mixon's contract for next season is a club option.
Ooh, okay.
At mine.
Yeah.
Putting that out there.
Yeah, you definitely got to keep that in mind. But yeah, but don't get me wrong. Like he's not like your power runner, but dude is quick. Like he's quick as shit. It's almost like I wonder if I could compare him to some. I mean, I already comparing like Le'Veon Bell style, but it's like one. It's a particular player,
kind of like that.
Who's
Austin Eckler?
That could be one.
Somewhat like that.
That could be one. Yeah, I seen some folks say like James Conner out of Arizona, but yeah, I seen both of those names floating around.
Okay, I had James and John Connor mixed. Okay.
Oh, you're good.
Well, I was thinking the power back, but I'm like, no, that was John Connor, who was fullback.
No. Yeah. But yeah, man. Dude's sick though. I can't wait to see that. Anything else to add to old guy? That was pick number 5. All right, pick number 6.
Oh, come on, name
Here
guy.
we go.
I was gonna say, you want me to do it?
I'll say Andri Osavas. That's the close I'm gonna get. And it's probably not even right or close.
Andre Iavias.
Oh, it's Andre. Oh, wow.
So the I is silent then, huh?
Man.
Andre Iosivas.
Hell yeah, man. This pick, all right.
I didn't know much about this guy.
The man is a return specialist. Chris Evans is now on point to lose his job. The main reason I think Chris Evans has been kept on the roster is for his returning ability.
Mm-hmm.
This man just replaced him.
Pretty much. Like, he got a good special teams ability.
Now, will the Bengals still keep 4 running backs? That's going to be the question.
If you ask me, my opinion, I'm going to say no. Hell no.
That's what I also
Hell no. Because if he's just going to be a sitting duck, he's going to be a sitting duck. I mean, and essentially.
So far up to this point, he really has still been a sitting
duck.
Pretty much, yeah.
But I'll have to say, him keeping his composure and not like going out to the media and like bringing negative attention to the Bengals, like, you know, like he can go like the Carlos Dunlap route, or like, you know,
you're comparing starters and bench players.
I know.
Nobody's gonna listen to the bench player calling the team out.
Oh, yeah, I already know. But it's just like it's just good.
You might as well tell me Allen's gonna start running his mouth. I don't give a shit.
Ooh, I can't wait till we get to that shit later.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. I forgot this dude's names already. I was gonna say Andre, but yeah, Miss Andre, yeah. I like this one. I agree with Mav. Yeah. Evans' spot is definitely at risk. This next one, I was like, I thought Drew Chrisman was straight. Like Brad Robbins.
He did a serviceable job.
Yeah.
But when it came to pinning teams inside the 20,
yeah,
it was nowhere near Kevin Huber's level. This dude is probably the best punter that was in college football.
Word. Okay.
So, let me ask you this real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
If we hadn't picked him, you think he would have been there in the next round?
Round 7?
Never know. I mean, you had what team was it? Was it
New England picked a kicker and a field goal kicker and a punter. New England did.
Somebody picked a kicker, and I think it was in the 3rd round or whatever.
I seen that. I seen that.
Like I said, you get your guy when you want to get your guy.
Mm-hmm.
If they didn't see nobody else that was worth them going after at that point, and like I said, as far as I know, he was the best punter in college football.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He was still available there. Snag him up.
Can't be mad at that. It's kind of similar when we grabbed McPherson, bro. It's kind of similar to that in a way. Like Matt said, if he's there, you got to get him.
And we took kickers back-to-back years because we took, I think it was back-to-back year. Either way, we took Elliott and we thought we had our kicker
and got rid of
settled. And we we sent him off.
Right.
And then he goes right out the gate for the Eagles and winning games for him and shit.
Get a ring.
And we turn right around, and then we get Money Mac.
Yeah.
So just because we had Chrisman and he took over Huber's spot last year didn't mean he was going to keep it.
I'm just shocked. They just like all right, we're going to switch gears. So it's definitely going to be a battle for that spot. Definitely going to be a battle. You basically think Robin's going to take it over, like off rip?
We have to see.
Nobody said when it comes to training camp, I say, yeah, that's going to be a battle.
We went back together Saturday for the first one.
Yeah.
That was Money Mac's first time.
Right.
Okay. We watched that competition live, and even we all said, oh, this is going to him.
Mm-hmm. I looked at Mav like, yeah, it's over.
Guarantee.
Hey,
so we'll get a good idea.
True. Yo, McPherson hitting that Gatorade top, that sold it for me.
That sold it for me.
Yeah, that sold it for me. So yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, That training camp is going to be something special to see. The last pick, round 7, DJ Ivy, Ivy, DJ. We got another DJ.
Yeah.
Cornerback. This one, I just feel like we're just adding depth to the corner. Yeah, just to have more pieces. I understood it, especially since, like we talked about in the last episode, we don't know what's going to happen with Eli Apple. I mean, it's kind of obvious he's not going to be back with us. And it's kind of obvious Trey Flowers won't be back with us as well. So these are
Uzier's contract is up after this season as well.
That too. So it's just like you're basically, like I said, they got a plan. They basically prepping for the future, getting the pieces now so you can get all the contracts all figured out instead of, waiting to the last minute. So like I said, they played this smart.
We'll be drafting a defensive tackle in the first round next year.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because they're all, I might say Reader's up. You're right.
So, there's a lot of money invested in our defensive line, but it's all about to come back to the organization after this season.
So let me ask one question. So how long is BJ Hill with us for? How much longer?
BJ Hill, I think, is with us for 2 or 3 more years.
Okay.
I can't remember if he signed a 3-year deal or a 4. I want to say 3, so I think we got 2 more years with him.
Damn, I could have sworn it was a 4-year. All right, I could be wrong. It's all good. I thought they signed for 4 years. So after we did that trade and then he produced what we saw, when he came in, he made a major impact. I thought they restructured his deal.
Well, they had the money set up for Ogunjobi, but he decided to leave. So then we went ahead and offered a contract to BJ Hill.
Thank you. I think that's what I got confused about, was the Larry Ogunjobi thing. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I think that's what it was. That's definitely what it was. That's the name I totally forgot about. But yeah, man, this is nice, bro. So we're looking at the defense as it stands, bro. We got Awuzie, Hilton, Cam Taylor-Britt, DJ Turner, Nick Scott, Dax Hill, Jordan Battle, Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt, Akeem Davis-Gather, Trey Hendrickson, DJ Reader, BJ Hill, Joseph Asai, Miles Murphy, Sam Hubbard. Oh, you can't forget Zach Carter. He appeared towards later in the season. I'll say after that Patriots game, he started to turn up. Defense, look, hey. I mean, the names, of course, look nice, but looking at the abilities of what everybody can do, I feel like we ain't probably gonna miss a beat. Like, to be honest with you, man, I think the only thing that's gonna be questionable is definitely gonna be the safety position. But other than that, there's a lot of veterans still like on the forefront, so they should be cool on the defense, man. It just might get shaky over the top.
Your front 7 is still veteran.
Yeah, it's still the same. Yeah. But so okay, I see Logan Wilson right here. So how much longer we got with Logan Wilson then? That's the question. Because ain't his contract supposed to be, I guess, restructured here soon?
That are becoming free agents after this season: Trey Hendrickson, DJ Reader, Joe Mixon, because it's a club option. Tyler Boyd, Chidobe Awuzie, Jonah Williams, T. Higgins, obviously Irv Smith. Logan Wilson also becomes a free agent.
Hey. We got to see.
So, like
man.
I said, this team's going to look a lot different. Yeah, Josh Tutopo, Max Sharping. I think I said Travion Williams already. Trent Taylor, Drew Sample, Michael Thomas, Joe Bacci, Stanley Morgan. There's going to be a lot of free agents next season. That's not even the whole list yet.
If we just stick to right there, like the last person you said was Stanley Morgan, I think this might be his last time, maybe, man. It depends what happens in training camp. If he can't outperform, like your Trent Taylor, the Irwin, and the new pickups that we got, it might be a wrap. He might be on the practice squad, maybe. Somebody gonna be on the practice squad, bro. Who knows? We didn't really see enough of Stanley Morgan, but I mean, it's a huge possibility, bro. Huge possibility. Anything else to add before we go? I ain't catch this. I hope somebody on here did. The undrafted free agents. Anybody got like at least a couple of them?
Unfortunately, I didn't bother. I know
same here.
A few nice pieces.
Yeah, I heard rumors, but I ain't trying to go off of rumors. that ain't good. That ain't good for the show. Going off of rumors. Like, I heard, y'all. I heard this. But I mean, because I usually don't same thing last year. I don't think we even covered that the undrafted free agency.
Defensive lineman, Devonta Maxwell,
Okay.
Alabama Crimson Tide linebacker Jalen Moody, Utah State Aggies running back Calvin Tyler Jr. This guy here I've heard a lot about. There's a reason he went undrafted. I just can't remember what that reason is. That's Washington Huskies guard Jackson Kirkland.
Okay.
Tulane safety Larry Brooks III, East Tennessee State running back Jacob Sailors, and Duke Blue Devils linebacker Shaka Hayward.
So we got one linebacker out of the whole draft? Two linebackers?
Jalen Moody out of Alabama and Shaka Hayward from Duke.
They said Hayward is Cam Hayward's cousin.
Oh,
yes,
for real?
Yes,
okay.
yes. Cam Hayward's cousin, yes.
Okay. Keeping in the family. Keeping in the family. All right. So that linebacker, all right, that's interesting. We might have to see how that shit turns out. We definitely have to see how that turns out, that linebacker. All right. Out of all the picks, which one you guys like the most? At all of them.
Man.
For me, I'm going with Battle. Offer it. Jordan Battle. Offer it. If he has the potential to be like a Reggie Nelson,
when it comes to positional value, that late in the draft, abso-freaking-lutely.
Mm-hmm.
It is hard for me with Miles Murphy and Jordan Battle, but for someone with Battle's profile, making it to that point is, to me, the steal of the draft.
Hell yeah. Can't go wrong with that, bro. And that one is circled, man. Like, he's gonna be somebody that's gonna be snapping necks, bro. Like, straight up.
The fact that two teams I am extremely shocked didn't draft him, especially with their pedigree in safeties. If history really repeated itself, that would have been the Steelers or the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so glad they skipped on it.
Especially the Steelers. I'm with you. I'm shocked they didn't even try to make a run for it. I was I'm with you on that one. Somebody in the AFC North could have benefited off of that one. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What kills me is that the Bengals even traded back and still got their man.
Yeah.
I don't know how they didn't run up to the podium at that point.
That's the one where we had Michael Mayer on the board, and that's when we just end up selecting Battle. We traded down. I think it was at the 90. We're supposed to be at the 92nd or 93rd, and we traded down to like 95th, 6th is one of those.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, we traded with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't want to be wrong, but it was one of those situations. But yeah, that was definitely a steal. Which one you like the least?
Well, it was Darnell Washington at that point that was available.
Yeah, that was the last one. Yeah, definitely on Darnell. Which ones you got the least? The least one you like?
For the least
that was drafted?
Yeah, it was drafted.
I got to go with the punter. I mean,
okay, that's fair.
I understand the situation, but I'm like I said, I do feel like he would have been there the next round too.
Okay.
Or like I hate to put things in fantasy football realm.
Go ahead.
Like, you don't pick a punter or a field goal kicker. You wait until the end.
I feel it.
You get what you got.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's that good, I get it.
But
we definitely gonna see.
You wait until the end of the draft, then you don't have an Evans, you have a Sukup.
Yep.
Tell me who you prefer to have when the game's on the line. We drafted Money Mac.
Yes.
Where we drafted him and off rip in his rookie season. How many of those games did we win because of his foot?
Probably about 5.
How many of those playoff games did we win because of his foot?
Talk that talk,
so
man.
Don't tell me that because of fantasy draft, you can wait another round to get your guy. If the kicker is there,
you
gotta get him. You got to get him, bro.
That's only if it's Justin Tucker, Money Mac. These is who I'm focusing on. Go for them guys. But this is my punter.
I feel you.
Mav, I could put you out there, punt.
No, the hell you can't, because if you're going up against the Chiefs and you're asking me to punt the ball and pin Mahomes at the 3, you're lucky if I'll get the ball 3 yards from my foot.
Facts.
Let alone pinning him at the 3.
Oh,
you almost got to do a backflip when you kick that shit, like a power kick. No joke. You have to do one of them, bro. One of them arcade type kicks, man.
Oh man.
Then they're pulling hammy on that first one. I'm with you, man. That's funny as hell, though. But I mean,
you also got to remember your punter is also the one. If you don't have your backup quarterback doing it, that's holding the ball for your kicker.
Yeah.
So you also got to factor that in too. I don't want no scrub on the street sitting there trying to make sure I'm pulling the dang on Ace Ventura laces out Ray Finkel shit.
I would just have to see how that one goes because I agree with you too on Fox. Because I like the other picks. I'll say the punter ones. I'm just gonna have to see in person. I always have to see.
I'll say that was my most shocking pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. But like they say, man, expect the unexpected, man. When it comes to the draft, like you're going to get that a lot.
Yeah, I don't really have a least favorite pick. I like.
Yeah, I might have said it was solid
where they went with it because you can see with the way that they drafted, you can actually just look at the roster and go, well, I see exactly where this person's going to fit in and what their role is going to be.
And we brought it up with the contracts and everything else. Going forward, who you guys think is going to make the instant impact out of this group? The new freshman coming into Cincinnati, man.
For me, I would have to say the running back, Chase Brown.
Chase Brown?
We still don't know what's up with Mixon.
Huge possibility.
If it's going to be an issue with him as far as is he going to play? Is he going to get suspended? Whatever the issue is. And this guy he could possibly fill in as your number one. We don't know yet.
It's possible. I mean, if stuff doesn't go right, yeah, I'm with you on that. Doesn't go right with Mixon, or if he has trouble like we saw, this the previous year, I'm sorry, earlier in the season before the Carolina game, he was having trouble getting yardage. It's possible, man. That'd be possible. For me, it's gonna make the most impact. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I could see that Murphy kid. If you get him on the third down, whatever it is, he probably be the guy. He probably be the guy. And I said, I'm a defensive guy. I could see him making some noise. Between him and Battle, I got him. I got Murphy making some noise. What about you, man?
I think it depends situationally. Offensively, Brown obviously would have the best shot from the offensive picks.
Facts.
I mean, for obvious reasons, they're the other two that are wide receivers are not going to have too much of a shot because of our three-headed monster.
Thank you.
I don't really see them making too much of an impact unless
something happens. Yeah, we're not going to say no names, but yeah.
On the defensive side of the ball, that could also be a little tricky. We don't fully know exactly where the progress is with Awuzie, even though he should be full go. If not, I think DJ Turner will probably have the most impact at that point because I would believe that Turner would automatically probably start right off on the 2 side and Cam Taylor-Britt will be on the 1. Hilton already owns the slot. And I don't see anybody else on the roster that can overtake Turner right now, and we don't have Eli Apple. And with the draft that we did, Apple's pretty much done unless something catastrophic happens during OTAs or training camp. If we take the situational part out of it, I would say Murphy. And I can see a lot of packages, especially on third down pass rush scenarios.
Exactly.
Where BJ Hill's going to be taken out and Sam Hubbard's going to get moved to the inside, and you're going to have Hendrickson and Murphy both on the outside.
You ain't stopping that, yeah. You ain't stopping that, man. You ain't stopping that. That's what I
see from the defensive line, the way this rotation can go.
Yeah, you ain't stopping that. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, see, yeah, me and Mav already know Mav, man. Yeah, bro. It's a no-brainer, yeah. But yeah, if we did the offense defense, yeah, definitely I agree with y'all on the offense. Basically, yeah, Brown be the guy. Yeah, definitely Brown be the guy to make the impact on the offense. But yeah. Can't go wrong with this one. What we got up next? Up next. What do you guys give your final grade on these draft picks? I think I say A-.
Say it's an A+ for me. I like it, top to bottom.
I just got the minus because of I gotta see that punter situation play out.
The fact they let the draft fall to them and still got exactly what they were looking for.
I think that was
didn't have to give stuff away to try to move up to get nobody.
Yeah. I think that was the beautiful part about it. Everybody in the fan base was wrong. Literally, every prediction,
That's
at
crazy.
least most of everybody was wrong.
I wish I had. I took a snap of all the damn mock drafts.
Yeah,
because I did have Miles Murphy on quite a few of them.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, I did see that. You had him on a couple of them, but some people, they got like literally like.
It all depended on how the draft fell when the simulator was running.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, man. What else we got? Y'all gave y'all grades already? Fox, you gave your grade?
I gotta agree with you. At first, I said I was gonna say B plus, but I guess I can move it up to an A minus just because.
Oh, we got some sunshine peeking through those clouds.
And look out there, it's coming, man. But yeah, I'll give it an A minus just because. Only thing I'm going off of is that punter. I guess
okay.
It kind of took me down a little bit. But...
Same with me.
Fantasy guy.
So basically, as a group, we basically going to agree with mostly Sunny.
Yeah.
All right. Mostly Sunny for the draft picks. Okay, I ain't mad at that. That means it's a bright future for the Bengals, man. Bright future.
There you go.
Bright future. That's good. That's good to see. So, what is y'all biggest concern? I already basically told y'all my biggest concern was the safety. So, like, what's y'all biggest concern with this after the draft with this group, or just the roster itself?
The only concern that I have is that we never made sure that we had any real security blanket for right tackle.
Thank you.
True.
Somebody had to point that out, bro.
Didn't think about that.
Yeah, because you got pieces that could be in competition, but it's like who's going to be able to literally.
Williams, I guess they already finally settled their whatever. Williams like, okay, fine, no one's asking for me, so I guess I'm going to be playing right tackle. But still, Collins, of course, yeah, I'm on track. I'm ready to go. Yeah, he has millions and millions in incentives, but just like Lamar Jackson, play a full season, dog. I mean,
I'm with you. I think Jackson Carmen, he had an interview. He was open to doing trying out for both left and right. But I know it's bad. He's bad on the right side. Yeah, it's bad on the right side, but he did hella well on the left side. I wish he could rotate. I'm sure he will be rotating, but
if anything, go into competition with Volston.
Yeah, being the inside, which isn't bad, but I mean, he can't get knocked on his butt, Definitely can't get knocked on his butt. But yeah, that's definitely should be a big concern, just like that right tackle spot. Definitely should be a big concern. I'm with you on that. As I had that written down, I was like, it was still just a hole on that right side. But we'll see how that shit plays.
Year? Is this Jonah Williams last year?
Yes, this is the final year of his contract.
Okay.
Yeah, and I saw that too. That they beef is over with. I'm with Mav. Yeah, they couldn't find no trade suitors or nothing, and somebody to get him. But I mean, it's all good. I mean, you can't have too much depth on the line. Anything can happen. I think the biggest thing I'll say my biggest concern, other than the right tackle spot, is can we keep everybody healthy? That's gonna be the key thing in this whole entire situation, because with all these pieces, it's like, you got pieces to match up to that potential. If those starters go down, the runner-ups are basically, I want to say they're there, but they're they'll I want to say they're there, but they'll do well enough to where it won't feel like the person was missing.
This past season was a fluke. I mean, that was level 5, catastrophic scenario that many linemen went down basically at the exact same time. Yeah.
So it's like, can't have, like I said, you can't have too many bullets in the chamber. You got to have enough, man. So it's just like, I'm glad, they, settle the differences, man, and keep him on the squad. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I was like, he wants to leave, shit, let him go. Jonah Williams was talking about. But at the same time, though, like I said, the AFC is stacked, bro. So it's just like we're gonna be having some tough matchups, some tough games, especially when it gets to the playoffs. It's going to be crucial in playoff football. We know how that shit plays out. So it's just like,
Again, AFC, all the top quarterbacks in the AFC. You can't have enough pass rushers.
You cannot, You got to have all the weapons on defense you need, because our division league is rough. Definitely rough. But yeah, that's my biggest concern, is keeping these dudes healthy, man.
Right.
Anything else to add, y'all? Anybody else got a concern about this shit? You got a concern, Fox? You agree?
No, honestly, I kind of agree with y'all. The like you said, the secondary, that would probably be my biggest concern.
Okay. Yeah, that one's gonna be it. That's gonna be tricky. But like Matt was saying, like if Battle proves what his full potential is, like we should be fine. Mm-hmm. And with that veteranship with Mike Hilton being the slot back there, it's
Personally,
possible.
I think Battle can overtake Scott for the starting job. That's just me.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I feel like he's just Scott's like for insurance.
We might have signed you to a 3-year deal, but we didn't guarantee you to start.
Yeah, that's just like insurance, just to follow up if something happens. But yeah. All right, man. Here we go into the messy news. Woo! Veteran quarterback Brandon Allen is signing with the 49ers, y'all.
Get him up out of here.
Yeah, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. You know what? I changed that. Let that door hit your ass on the way out. I'll pack your bag.
Me and Matt, bro. Those that's been day ones. If you've been day ones with us, yo. Me and Matt have been preaching about Brandon Allen for the longest time, yeah. And we just talked about it just the previous episode. I was like, bro, he like a gnat at a barbecue, just bugging the fuck. He just there, like just leeching, just leeching, bro. So I'm glad they got rid of him, bro. I mean, they get rid of him. He just did his thing, went his own way, found his new metropolis. That's fine. But what made me mad was the quickness of them getting somebody else. He literally, like, check this out. I could be exaggerating this, but just hear me out. 9 a.m. Brandon Allen signs with the 49ers. 9:06, Trevor Siemian is signed with the Bengals.
Well, if you remember, a few weeks ago, Siemian already came in for a visit. Allen was already a free agent. We never re-signed him. As far as we know, they never even had any talks with him to try to re-sign him. But they kept their options open in case Allen would want to come back. And the moment he made his decision on where he's going, all right, we got our backup right here.
It was just so quick, bro. It's like, I get it. Him and Callahan had, they had a little thing when it was at fucking at Denver, those times when it was like him and Brock Osweiler, basically going at it. But I'm like, bro, it's like
not much competition there either.
Hell nah, man. And I was talking to a guy on fucking on Twitter about this shit. I was like, bro, they could at least like see what was out there, see what happens between now and like OTAs or now in the training camp or some shit. It's like you could like anything could happen. Like people get dropped, something could happen. But they went with this one. I mean, I know it was basically a coupon, pretty much. But I guess the list, Carson Wentz was on this list that was free. Matt Ryan was free. I mean, Tom Brady not coming back. I'm not going that route.
Teddy Bridgewater. Free, but you also got to remember how much money do you want to invest in
that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It came down to that money. That's what I'm saying. It was like a coupon. It's like a buddy card deal. Mason Rudolph was on this list. Teddy Bridgewater, Joe Flacco, Chase Daniel, Josh Johnson, Brian Ripon, John Wolford, Bryce Perkins, and Jake Luton. I don't know those last ones from Josh Johnson, but everything from Josh Johnson and up, I'm like, man, I'm shocked. They kind of missed Cam Newton on this list. I mean, that's all right. But yeah, man, they could have just waited at least. But I mean, we'll have to see how this shit one plays out. But I'm just glad. Yeah, I just thought they could have waited a little bit, let that shit marinate. But to me,
that guy up.
Nah, to me though, like I feel like this gives Jake Browning a good opportunity to shine and potentially take that number 2 role. He has a potential to, so we'll see. We haven't seen much of Jake Browning, but he has potential to possibly take the role. But we'll see. We will see. But this Trevor deal, yeah, I can see him just giving us like 2 to 3 games. If the accident happened, like man, it's almost like getting the same dude in a way. In a way, man. He's 31. He spent his last year in Chicago. This is 15. His fifth team, ladies and gentlemen, in 5 years.
Man.
Has 30 career starts, 42 TDs, 28 interceptions.
My counter to that argument, how many teams did Ryan Fitzpatrick go?
Man.
How well did Ryan Fitzpatrick do?
Ryan Fitzpatrick, all right.
He has some games.
Just saying.
He has some games. But would you choose Ryan Fitzpatrick or this kid, Trevor?
Oh, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, off rip. Yeah, Fitzpatrick. I would say he's more.
Fitzpatrick has also had more opportunities, though.
Thank you. Yeah. But he got the resume to back it up. They had those opportunities, man. Like this kid, I don't think he don't got the res. I felt like I said, this was a buddy card coupon, bro. He literally texted the dude like, "Yo, it's open. Tell him I'm good." Literally like 9:06. I was like, this shit's crazy as fuck. I was like, they didn't even want to wait. I'm over here talking to Mav. I was like, oh, he's gone. QB2 open. Sneak that one in, bro. It's all good. But yeah, anything to add to this one, man? To the QB2? All right, going forward, man. We just got done talking about him. So yeah, Jonah Williams is planning on returning to the Bengals mini camp. They don't plan on shopping him, which is cool. Also the Joe Mixon update. We got to get y'all up to date for the Joe Mixon update. Matt was asking about this earlier today. Me and you, Fox, we talked about this briefly. So the court was yesterday. If you listen to this, right now it's Thursday. If you're listening to this, the court date was yesterday on Wednesday, May the 3rd. The judge set for the Bengals running back Joe Mixon. He said the next court date will be on May 15th. No, it's 7 May 15th. It's being set to October. I'm sorry. His next will be in October. They dragging this the fuck out.
Yeah, they are.
Told you they would.
They literally.
Told you they would.
Yeah, they dragging this out, bro. And yeah, they're trying to get for the first degree murder. So yeah, man, they dragging this out. But they didn't have a date. It just said it'll have a full resolution by October. So yeah, they dragging this out. And they added some new verbiage in here. Check this out. Remember they said it was a couple blocks away from the stadium? It's like a couple, but they made it seem like it was just far away from the stadium. No, this was right outside the stadium. That says it right here. The article I'm looking at, man, if y'all want to follow, Channel 5W.
I could have swore I heard in the original story it was right outside the stadium.
They said it was blocks. ESPN, even local news here, like they said it was blocks away. Now they're saying it literally happened right outside the stadium, pointing the gun at someone near the intersection of Walnut Street and 2nd Street.
Oh, so now they're saying he actually did point a gun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The whole verbiage has changed. Bro.
Oh, man.
Bro, like I said, the whole verbiage.
Getting him up out of here. Oh, man.
I'm just saying, the whole verbiage is changed, but he's accused of saying the quote, you should pop in the face. We already went through this on the last episode. Right. But the police records say the encounter lasted just 2 minutes, and the victim reported to the police a short time later. So yeah, but the Bengals said they were aware of the misdemeanor charge, but they didn't comment on it. So, but it's going for first degree misdemeanor. So we're gonna see. But it's bond is set at 10 bands still. No camera footage, just a lot of hearsay.
Right.
So at this point, like I'm telling y'all, like this is crazy. Like you get basically in trouble for a verbal altercation, man. And they're saying it happened just before 1 a.m. So like, remember I was talking about the time frame? Yeah, it happened before 1 a.m. That's what they're saying.
They must be editing this story as
that's what I said. It's flipped. Like, I mean, at least we're getting some like a picture, a solid picture in the time frame where everything happened at and the location, but it still don't make no damn sense or even like because it's either because
did it say anything was determined yesterday?
No. But the thing is, though, it's Jane Doe, so there's no face or name behind the lady that's accusing her for doing this situation. It's either, if it's 1 a.m. and this happened on a Saturday morning prior to them leaving to go to Buffalo, either you just left the bar and you was intoxicated and something, because that's where my mind is at. So it's just like either you left the bar and maybe you was the aggressor, and then he was trying to it could have been like, oh, it's Joe Mixon. Like jumped on the car. I don't know. We did some wild shit. We don't know until we see like video and and Mixon's testimony, obviously, because we don't even know what his side of the story is. That's being really kept. No, he hasn't said anything. Because I mean, he didn't even show up. I mean, he wasn't show up to the court yesterday. It was only just his attorneys.
Well, that's the smart thing.
Yeah,
because the media will take whatever he says and twist it.
Thank you, Mav. No. So it's just like it just I don't know, bro. Like I said, 1 a.m. on a Saturday. Like it sounds like you just left the club intoxicated,
right?
And they had to right outside the stadium. So yeah, banks and all that shit around there. So yeah, okay. So it's just like, is it possible for some like an altercation happen? Yeah, very possible. And because there's a lot of people out around that time, a lot of people out. But did he do what it said it did? We don't know. Like we wasn't there. We wasn't there.
That part of town, a celebrity football player, and not one person had a cell phone out.
To see that, that's what I'm saying. So it's okay to use to drag this dude's name, but it's just like, yeah, like you said, there ain't no witnesses.
To Rockstar and see 3 fights that happened yesterday.
Bro, like I told y'all the last episode, saw these people getting into it at the marathon, bro. And they went their separate ways. Nothing happened. No police came out. None of that shit. And there was a man and a woman, man. So I was like, it's just who he is, man. Mm-hmm. It's who he is. But we'll see how this shit plays out. We'll keep y'all posted. But this story is very wicked, man. But take the pay cut, bro. It'll all go away. It all go away, man. Because this shit, it's either this lady was a plant, either she's a plant.
Will it all go away?
No, I won't. Because going back to the comment you mentioned, you're like he had a pass. That's what they're using. They're using the trauma to benefit off the case. So they're trying to use that report card to like, oh, look what he did before. It's very possible he did this, and it's like that's what I want to say the average person would think, but I'll say a great percentage of people think that type of way because they just look and they're like, yeah, he did that shit.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, up in the Brown Pound town up north, your man's settled all his shit. Now all of a sudden there's a new thing against him again. There's always there's more.
Yep.
There's always them. So
always
will it actually be over?
Yeah, probably not. It's just one of them situations, Because remember, when this shit first started, they didn't even have nothing. They just said like, "Yo, there's a warrant."
Right.
They had no. They don't know why they brought him down there. We got a warrant for you, bro. Came down there. Like, what am I down here for? The lady said you did some shit to her. Oh, word? When?
Right.
We don't got them details yet, but we're gonna get back to you. Send his ass home, and then we bring this shit up like literally months later. So it's just wild, bro. It's just wild, man. Wild times you live in. Anything else to add to this? We move forward. This shit goofy, man. Goofy as hell. All right, some round of league news, man, to get into, man. Giovanni Bernard announces retirement after 10 seasons, man. Kudos to Gio, man. A lot of good memories of Gio, bro. I'll say the best play I remember, this dude literally ran back and forth and then got to the touchdown. Might have been the Thursday night game against the Dolphins, I believe.
Miami, yeah. I remember that.
I think it was that game. Yeah, he went nuts that game. But the game I would not forget, and I'm sure y'all remember this. We were playing the Chargers in the playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. Anybody remember this play? Dalton threw a screen pass. Bernard had 35 yards. Like, this is in the fourth quarter. He had 35 yards to the touchdown. Bernard dipping, right? I think Sean Merriman dove like 20 yards somehow, bro. Caught the dude at the 7, fumbled. Chargers ball, bro. We ended up losing. We could have won the playoff game off of that. That was a game-winning drive.
I didn't want to talk about it.
I know, but I
already knew once you said it. I was like, I know where this is going.
Yeah, Sean Merriman, man. I could not believe that. He literally dove. I could be exaggerating, but he dove like 20 yards. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was like one of them NFL blitz tackles. No joke.
Because it honestly didn't take much to take Bernard down.
It didn't. He smushed his ass, too. He smushed his little ass. But yeah, that's shit I remember, man. But yeah, he announced his retirement after 10 seasons. Anything to add on Bernard if we go forward to the next topic?
Oh, my main memory of him is not even game related. It was just back in the Hard Knocks video after, he gets drafted and he gets signed, his contract, he still shows up to practice in his mom's beat up van.
Yep, I remember that.
He drove that shit proud as hell.
Yeah, he did.
How humble that dude was, humble as hell.
Yeah, he did. He was all smiles. He had that little that Dodge Caravan on that Kendrick Lamar Mad City album cover. He had that little Dodge Caravan, bro, purple Caravan. Yeah, man. Remember that shit. It wasn't purple. I'm exaggerating, y'all, but yeah. Speaking of purple, though, Lamar Jackson signed his contract, bro. Signed it.
So speaking of purple, and into that.
Hey, it's a perfect segue, man. Hey, we've been doing this for 3 years, man. I'm moving up.
That's
We've been doing this for 3 years, bro.
That's terrible.
Call me Ray Tucker, man. I'm moving up, but yeah. Lamar Jackson signed his contract, bro. I got to shout out to his mom, bro, for making that deal, bro, because that's a hell of a thing to do, bro. Like, everybody expected like the shit to fail. I know I did. Maverick, I know me and you basically talked about it. We didn't think he was gonna play for the Ravens. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be a firm.
I sure as hell did.
I'll stand front and center. I didn't think he was gonna play. I thought the contract wasn't gonna happen. I personally think the contract was worth it just due to the resume. Because if we're comparing, I mean, I know like Burrow had a shorter season than shorter time compared to him, but still. You compare resumes, and if you're not just comparing just with us, comparing resumes with other Super Bowl like QBs, you got to like kind of ask yourself, is it really worth it that deal? But I guess the Ravens, I mean, we talked about it on here, Mav. Like it's just like the offense, 98% runs through that guy, and if it's running through that guy, I mean, who am I to say how much he should get? I'm not that type of person, but if they feel like it's deserved, and if he's willing to play and willing to show out and show his full potential and do that shit, hey, kudos, well be it. But I got to shout out to his mom making that deal, man. And happy early Mother's Day on that note. But yeah, that was a good thing. That was a good thing. But I'm gonna leave it as that. I ain't gonna ride him too much, no homo. But that was a beautiful gig. Beautiful thing that happened. Anything to add with that with the contract? I just hope Burrow's contract is more.
At all.
Hey, that's fine, bro. If your mom got you a contract, you gotta be happy about that shit, bro.
No, I ain't mad with it. No, I mean, kudos to whatever.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
I'm
man.
just looking at from a financial standpoint of an organization.
Yeah.
Everybody in the league was pissed off with the Browns for the contract that they gave to Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Right.
Years ago, Pittsburgh played hardball with Le'Veon Bell. He demanded X amount of money. They said no. He said yes. They said no. How'd that play out? Who won? The Steelers won. You got booted. Now you're set up with Lamar Jackson. Oh, he got that much money for not playing the past 2 years, and so on and so forth. Here's how much I'm worth. Again, Baltimore. No. Here's what we offered you. I don't know how many different contracts they offered him. I know they announced, I think, 3 different ones at least.
Yeah, it's 3 different ones.
Every one of them down. And you play hardball this whole time, franchise tags and, the whole 9. He gets injured the past 2 seasons, has not played a full season. You still play hardball. You were determined, okay, we offered you these contracts. You said no. Then all of a sudden, right before the draft starts, all of a sudden, okay, we're going to give you basically what you want. You just set the bar up again to what all the other teams are going to have to try to keep up with the, with the cap and everything else. But then I have to look at my Eagles and turn right around and then one up.
Might say yeah.
It's just
the bar keeps going up.
What to say with it, but the trickle down effect is going to eventually happen with Baltimore. The way that franchise is set up right now. Okay, good. You got OBJ. Okay, good. You drafted Zay Flowers. You got some receivers there, and so on and so forth. But from a financial standpoint, you could be in a financial disaster down the road, especially now what you did for Lamar. And also, you're what's the way I really want to put this? You're a training staff nightmare, medical trainer, because everybody on that team is always freaking hurt.
Yep. Second half of the season.
You know, you got all that money invested.
Yep.
So they could sit on IR. I'm glad it's not us. Enjoy it.
Mav ain't lying on that last part because I mean he was lying at all, but it was just I'll say the last 4 years we've been seeing the Ravens fumble the bag in the second half of the season. Like with injuries. Yeah. I'll say since this time been there, really. I feel like they fumbled the bag in the second half of the season. But yeah. Yeah, we don't got to see
I
that
just
shit.
can't believe they finally caved and went ahead and gave the contract after you offered so many and then you kept playing hardball just in the end, just to roll over and go, okay. Why did you go through all that in the first place then?
It's one of them games, like them bluff games, yo.
And now, and then since you brought up, the fact of his mom and everything else, so now what's that going to do with other players in the league?
See,
they're going to look at their agents and go, his mom, who's not an agent and does not do this for a living, was able to get that?
Yes.
What are you going to give me?
Yep. Hey, Mav, I'm glad you said that because that's probably every player's. Literally, it has to be 88%. I'm gonna say 88% has to be the reaction. What Mav just said. I'm like, yo,
where's my dog? Come on.
You working on twerking? Get your ass up, bro. Get your ass up. You working and twerking, bro? Like that'd be my reaction if I was a player. I'm looking like, bro, like his mom did that shit, and like Mav said, like she's like a damn intern doing this shit, bro. Got that shit done. Close the deal.
I'm just saying.
Yes, man. I'm with you. You got something to add on this, Fox, before we go forward, bro?
I'm ready.
Yeah, all right. Here we go, man. Aaron Rodgers finally a Jet. How y'all feeling about this? When they finally held him hostage. Hostage is over with.
I'm just glad it's tired of hearing it.
Yeah, same here.
Finally.
And I saw they got Randall Cobb as well. I don't understand. They might as well be called like the New York Packers, bro, at this point.
Well, the Eagles might as well be called the Philadelphia Bulldogs at this rate.
Oh, yeah, they got a lot of Georgia players. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. Yeah, man.
I wish he would have stayed in the NFC, though. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Aaron Rodgers.
He would have had an easier shot. He gonna find out how the AFC
is.
You might have done this shit in Chicago. I own you. You ain't gonna do that here.
No, bro.
You ain't doing that in the AFC.
Yo, people don't understand how stacked the AFC is right now, bro. Crazy. Let's quickly name this real fast. Just like right off we're going from the West all the way to where we're at right here. Okay, you got what's old boy's name? Pretty boy from the Chargers.
Justin Herbert.
Herbert, thank you. You got Herbert. You got Russell Wilson, Pat Mahomes, and
Wilson. We got to see if he kind of goes back to Russell Wilson of old.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a fact. We don't even know what we're going to see from him on that one.
Sean Payton, he might, but let that still be up.
Yo, hold on. I don't know how we missed this. There's a video going on. Sean Payton was ripping a bong, bro, on draft night.
What?
I don't know if it's new or old. I'm gonna show the video on here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send y'all a link. Y'all take a look before we go forward.
Well, I'm glad Denver now.
I'm glad Matt said something, bro. I was like, hold on. Let me send this to the chat real quick so y'all can see this. Y'all tell me if this is him.
He's in Denver now.
Y'all tell me if this is him, bro. It looks just like him. I just sent it to the chat. But fuck, what was we on? Oh yeah, talking about the roster. So who's the quarterback for the Raiders right now? Since Derek Carr is there.
Raiders?
Yeah.
It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Thank you. And Garoppolo. All right, you got Jimmy Garoppolo over there. All right, moving over. Okay, with us. Okay, you got Watson, Lamar's back, fucking Burrow, and then you got Goofy Pickett. So we can knock him out the way. AFC South. All right, Tennessee's trash. They picked up the dude from Kentucky. Other than Houston's garbage, they're still on a rebuild. Other than that, Miami was it Tua Tova and Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence. Going to the AFC.
I was looking at what you sent me.
Oh, you good? Might as say yeah. Y'all let me know if that's him. Then we go to
look like him.
It looked just like you, bro.
It looked just like him, but there's no telling when that could be.
Thank you. It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. But going to the AFC East, Patriots.
Mac Jones.
Thank you.
Trash.
I wouldn't say that. He's an organization that's based around defense. You have a defensive head coach and you have a defensive coach as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
he's kind of set up for failure.
He is. They got him in a bad position. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Say that he's
terrible.
Anyway, continue.
Sorry, Mac Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, and I'm missing one more.
Tua.
Oh yeah, Tua.
For the AFC East, Tua.
AFC East. Okay. Yeah, man. It's stacked. Looking at the quarterbacks, in teams itself. I don't know how they did in the draft. I wasn't really paying attention. I just knew where certain players that we liked. They went to certain teams, but AFC is stacked compared to the NFC right now, man.
Yeah,
like, it's nutty right now. It's nutty. The playoffs, like when we get to that topic of the playoffs here, it's going to be the most. I'm just let you know now. The betting is going to be ridiculous, like sky high, like betting, bro, like off rip. It's going to be sky high with the betting going on, but the AFC is going. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be stupid when we get to the playoff point.
When you look at top 10 quarterbacks in the league, I think the only one from the NFC you can put up there is Hurts. That's it.
Yeah, but like
can't put Stafford up there no more.
Hell no, hell no. But it's definitely though, like I was saying, like with us, like. Can they keep everybody healthy? Like with the, they got to keep everybody healthy. Being healthy is going to be the key thing. Like this year, like we're having the deck is being stacked the way it is, and the AFC keeping them players healthy is going to be the trickle down effect.
It's going to be a marathon.
Yeah, definitely, bro. All right, anything to add here before we get into the messy news, man? Patrick Mahomes' brother.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Jackson, bro. He was arrested the other day for aggravated sexual battery, an incident that happened, bro. I can't believe, like, if I'm comparing Mixon and his situation, it's wild because Mixon shit is hearsay. This situation, you got full blown evidence on what happened. Like there's a camera video, X, Y, and Z. Everybody could put their own narrative of how they feel about it. I got annoyed reading comments on, like this what girls do, and it's like, bro, it's like y'all expert ass motherfuckers is wild, bro. Like
again, it happened in February.
Yeah.
They had the evidence it's been under investigation since March. Public don't find out about it till May.
Pretty much, like the full thing. And then like, and that's another thing too. You really can't give the video they're sharing with everybody. It's like a 20-second clip, and it's like you really can't give real good context. Not even 20 seconds. You really can't give good context just looking at just that scene. All thing you can do is observe what you see around. Body language, and that's about it, and just location where they're at, and like
away. I don't even think she pulled away though. Like you said, you can't really see what
you can't really. It's you can't really see because like the way he made his move was just like sloppy, bro. Like the way he came on to the lady, like bless her heart. I was just like but she did smile. She was laughing. It's just some stuff you got to point out. I'm not saying she enjoyed it. I'm just pointing it out because you can see it on the camera. She was smiling. She was laughing. Yeah, she kind of had her hand like on his you could say his face, but they both did look drunk. She did have a drink in her hand. I don't want to assume she's drunk, but it looked like it was a Coke in that clear cup. Other than that, looking at the scenery, they're like it was in a basement or some shit. I couldn't even tell where the fuck it was at.
I can tell right now. I guess I'm the only one that's shocked that it was a female.
A lot of folks were saying that too. Yeah.
We didn't want to get into that.
Yeah, yeah, man.
TikTok tells me otherwise.
I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you. A lot of folks were saying that. I was just like, I mean, but my thing is okay. Let's entertain both sides. Okay. Let's say, okay, one side, okay, he forced himself onto her and she didn't like it, possibly. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. Now let's look on the other side. I want to see if there's conversation, text messages, phone calls. Because nobody was there. You looking in the background, nobody's there. So this like after hours, like it is at a bar. They was just them two. So it's just like, is it because it was on camera? Is the reason why it got out? Because let's say if it wasn't on camera, will we get this type of ordeal?
I'll just be honest and say it, even though everybody can't stand that guy, neither can I.
Go ahead, bro.
Passion. The fact of who he is the reason this is a story, is the reason there was sexual battery charges pressed in the first place. If this was just a regular bar, dude would have got slapped in the face by her, punched, whatever the case may be.
End of the story.
And end of the story right there.
And everybody's different. Everybody handle things different. There's some, we'll say, individuals, they'll go the violent route if they don't want to be touched. There's some individuals, like when they nervous or some shit, they laugh. And there's some individuals if they're in a marriage or in a relationship and they get caught and it's on camera, they fold and say they got assaulted. So there's a lot. You got to look at it all ways. I'm just being honest with everybody that's listening. And so you got to look at it all ways. And we're just playing criminal justice real quick. So it's just like, yeah. Whatever that shit's from, SUV, yeah. But yeah, man, I'm just saying though, like, it's just like you gotta look at it always. But he got released on bail. Like, he was only there for like 3 hours. He was in the fishbowl for 3 hours and got let out on $100,000 bond. So he's free. The video was hilarious. I don't know if y'all saw the video when he got released. He was being followed by, I'll say, 2 black reporters. So one black person interviewing him, he looks so pale and waffle-like. Just shit. He's like, walking. He was walking like, it's like, so how you feel about, such and such. He's sitting there just like, just waffle. Just like, just pale as shit. And then as he's getting to the SUV, some motherfucker had the audacity. Hey, if you was a regular black dude, they would have arrested you a long time ago. cut the camera. I was like, what the fuck? Where the fuck did that come from, bro? Like, because he didn't give y'all the reaction, you're gonna get mad, like, hey, well, if you was a regular black dude, they would have arrested you a long time ago. I was just like, bro, the society today, man, ignorant, bro. Ignorant. But yeah, man, that's the end of the story, y'all. We had to entertain that shit for a little bit, but yeah, he got released on bond, like I said, 100,000. Now people are, looking at the Mahomes family like, oh, y'all dirty, letting out a predator. Like, if y'all being this is where I get mad. Y'all get real loose with the words, and that gets real disgusting. Calling people predators and all this shit. It's like, y'all, if y'all know the real definition, don't be saying that shit for real. That could fuck up somebody's image. Just even saying that shit, especially to a man compared to a woman saying that shit. And I'm just being real with y'all, and people could agree to disagree, but a lady get called a predator or all that shit, it's like, a dude get called that shit, it's just like, sponsors getting taken away, jobs getting taken away. I can't be friends with none of you. I can't be friends with you. It's like, it's a whole trickle down effect. So it's like people gotta be careful with the wording, with anybody, man. It's just like, if you don't know the whole facts, don't just be saying shit to be saying it. Right. But yeah, that's it on that, man. That's it for the vegetables. Let me see what else is going on before we get out of here, man. What's up, man?
I can't. Nah, keep moving on.
All right. Another thing I saw today. This today. NFL's under investigation, claims of gender discrimination and harassment, bro. Dog.
What's the details of that?
Right.
It's filed. All right. The attorney generals in New York and California announced Thursday that they're investigating allegations of workplace discrimination at NFL, citing lawsuits filed by employees that describe gender, racial, and age bias, sexual harassment, and hostile work environment. It's kind of similar to the Washington Commanders ordeal.
Right, but is this like within the NFL brand or within the franchises?
They're calling with the brand. I'll say both, but I'll say the brand.
Basically NFL headquarters.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. And it's basically, of course, they're going after Roger Goodell. And I'll bring on one real quick. Okay, here we go. James Abana cited 2022 New York Times story that detail allegations of gender discrimination by more than 30 female former NFL employees. So this involved former female employees that worked for the NFL. So she described the work culture of the NFL.
Then again, also with franchises, that still counts as part of the NFL. They're just
pretty
not
much
naming any individual franchise. That could be trainers to coaching staff to anything.
Yo, they brought up the whole Ray Rice video.
What?
They brought up 2014 incidents. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna see how this shit plays out, bro. We're gonna see how this shit plays out. Ray Rice incident, bruh.
9 years later.
The woman described the sexist culture of the NFL. This by ESPN. Anybody can follow this. Article by ESPN. She said, despite promises reform that Commissioner Roger Goodell made after the 2014 release of the video that showed Baltimore Ravens running back Ray Rice punching a fiance, one of the former NFL executive Teresa Locklear, who held the position of Director of Business Intelligence and Optimizations, told the Times that after the Rice video became public, managers were told to speak to the staff about the video and the league's response to it. And said she met with her team. The male employee, Aaron Jones, argued that Rice's fiance was partly at fault because she had egged Rice on and other men onto Carr to seem to agree. So, I don't know, bro. They're calling it boys club mentality, sexism. We'll have to see how this shit plays out, man. To me, it's like one of them Washington Commanders ordeals that's been going around for like a while now, that case.
Right.
But yeah, that was some more vegetables for on that one. Lastly, scheduled release dates coming up on May 11th, I believe. May 11th should be next Thursday, I believe. So yeah, any games y'all like to see? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I hope we got the Chiefs on opening weekend. It could be the opening Thursday, just opening weekend. I hope we got the Chiefs off rip. I want to smoke with the Chiefs. That's it. That's it. What y'all want to see?
I can tell you right now, Bengals Chiefs game is going to be in December.
I hope fucking not.
They're going to
it's possible.
That type of matchup that's close to the playoffs.
Is it here?
Awesome.
Will it be here or in Kansas City?
We play them in Kansas City. Yeah. We got them on the away opponent list. Yeah, it'd be in Kansas City. So yeah, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see how that one turns out. We'll see how that turns out. But yeah, that's the one I want to see. All top. What about y'all? Y'all got any games y'all want to see off top?
I'll say that'd be around Thanksgiving time in November. I think they'll probably put that game. Because they'll want to space that out because they'll want that matchup building for playoffs.
It's possible. It's possible.
I think my game is I like to see San Fran.
San Fran? Okay.
Like let's see where we stand, like a measuring stick. Like, all right, we know what defense this is. One of your best defenses in the league. So let's see where we at. Let's see where it's at.
It's possible. Right. It's possible. It's definitely possible. I just hope we don't have too many. I know we'll have a lot of primetime games, but I just hope we don't have those overseas games where that time schedule gets all messed up, where they playing at like 7 a.m. and all that shit.
Right.
Well, if we do, it would be an away game for us anyways. So
yeah, regardless. Yeah. But
okay, looking at this.
We'll have to see.
I'm looking most forward to.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Home game would be Buffalo, so we could finally see that regular season matchup, and it be here. We saw what happened there.
Shit, we saw what's gonna happen here before that stuff popped off.
Right.
They about to get embarrassed.
That's what I'm saying.
That'll be December too, though, guaranteed.
Oh yeah,
games. There's 3 away games. I'm very interested that are in my top list. Jackson, 49ers, and of course the Chiefs.
Okay.
Jacksonville
will be a good one. It was a good one. We went to the game. Shit, that Thursday night, that was a good one. That'd be a good one. Hell yeah. Yeah.
San Fran, it was just to see how our offense does against that type of defense.
They got a fast defense, especially that D-line is. Whew. They D-line's kind of similar ours in a way.
Titans ain't shit. Cardinals ain't shit.
Hell
Colts
nah.
ain't shit. Texans ain't shit.
Oh, we play Seattle too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll see Gino.
Too.
It's here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Minnesota
Gino.
ain't shit. Oh, we gonna have a good season. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, we should be straight. If I get a prediction right now, I can see us getting a. I'll say like probably 13 wins.
Damn, 13? I was gonna say the same shit.
Yeah, I'll say 13 wins. Yeah, 13.
Say the same shit.
11. I go 11.
You go 11?
11.
Man.
Just for disparity, I'll go 12.
All right, that's fine.
Well,
even though I wanted to say 13 and 4.
Yeah, I can see 13 off rip.
I'll go 12 and 5.
Okay. That ain't bad. So ain't bad, man. I just hope the playoffs run through here. I hope we don't get fucked over on some weird shit like that happened this previous year.
Possibility,
because we could have because the playoffs supposed to have been in the Queen City. Any right person knows. I don't want nobody think I said white, but any right person would think that the Bengals should have been literally hosting the playoffs, man.
Right, of course,
definitely, man. Definitely.
I'll let you know what the coin toss determines.
Yeah. Here we go, man. All right, Bengals offseason program dates. I don't got nothing as of now. I just figured, if I'm just giving a prediction, I'm sure that the rookie mini camps will be starting here shortly. Either Monday or tomorrow. And OTAs usually starts the first week of June, around the first, second week of June. And the back together Saturday, I can see it to be the weekend of the 22nd of July or the 29th. So just stay posted. The game will be
Saturday?
Yeah. It should be 22nd, 29th? August?
Yeah, because training camp probably won't start until around the 24th of July.
Okay. For some reason I thought
So I'm gonna shoot this out there.
Go ahead.
I would say August 19th.
Damn! Hold on. When the preseason start then? The games. I know the Hall of Fame games usually early August, right?
That is true.
It gotta be end of July.
Yeah, I must say it gotta be the 22nd, 29th. I only know the day it was last year.
I'll say August. Okay, I'll take it August 5th, first weekend.
Alright. Either way, y'all, we'll be in attendance at the Back Together Saturday, man. We'll be there, man. Plan on give out some merch, some t-shirts, man. Hope to see people there. But other than that, man, one more thing before we get off here. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer, man. Rest in peace, Jerry Springer, man. Dude got me through a lot of days. Yep, got me a lot of days when I was playing hooky, acting like I was sick, man. Just being at the house, want to be at the house. But bro, yeah, man, he will be missed, man. He will be missed. The dude of content, bro. He had some wild episodes, bro. Wild episodes. I don't want to say the type of episode because I ain't trying to get flagged. Because he had some wild episodes. And the episodes I'm talking about, I think the funniest one, I'll say the funniest one when I was a kid I saw, bro, was when they had all the hate groups up there.
Yeah.
And the best part about it, bro,
I remember that.
and then the one, I'll never get this. I was eating chicken noodle soup when this shit happened, and I dripped that shit. I'll drip that shit all over my lap due to the cocker spaniel dog that we had at the time. Bro, I don't want to describe this without offending nobody. It dealt with, alright, it was one of them do you think this is a male athletic trainer or a female athletic trainer? Y'all know where I'm going with this? So the person got on the microphone, Jerry does this.
Terrible at every one of
Yes. Jerry, you know how Jerry is. Nah, Steve was the worst. Potato Head Steve was the worst, bro. He had it been good at boxing out. I'll never get that shit, man. Shout out Jerry Springer, man. Shout out family, man. Condolences from here, man. Man, I don't know if I got any Jerry Springer moments like that, bro. But yo, them 2 episodes, that shit had me laughing my ass off, man. No joke. Anything else to add before we get out of here, man? It's a long one.
Yeah, it's a long one.
It's a long one, man. Sorry, y'all, man. We just excited for the season, man. Lots of stuff to look forward to, man. Lots of stuff to get into. Hope everybody be safe out there, man. If you haven't, man, please like, share, and subscribe, man. This episode 51, man. Stripe Print 3. That's all we got for y'all, man. We're gonna see y'all at the camp. Like I said, back together Saturday. Man, I think it's gonna be like the dates he said, maybe in August. I think it'll be late July. But either way, look out for us there at Paycor Stadium. Like I said, we're out with t-shirts and stuff to give away. But other than that, man, we're gonna give y'all a hoo-day. Other than that, man, we love y'all. We out. Salute.